Woo! I don't know what that took. So there's a lot of flavors monster to try. Actually, we just got two monster hydros in, so like monster water. But this came in on the sea lift. This is Rockstar Super Sours Green Apple. It's 270 calories, so it is more than a lot of the other even normal strength energy drinks we've been doing. I mean, a lot of them have been around 180 to 200. I think 250 was the highest recently that we've done. So 270 is the new highest. It's the new benchmark highest caloric intake. But I'm doing a lot of the ultras, which are 10 calories. Um, yeah, what do we got on here? Carbohydrates, 45 grams. Or is that 85 grams? It has to be 85 grams because that's a lot of sugar in here. Like, look at that. Look at that. That's kind of insane. Kind of insane. Let's open her up and try her, shall we? Hmm. It it actually smells like a Granny Smith. It really does smell like a Granny Smith apple. That's awesome. Cheers. Woo! That was more sour than I expected it to be. Um, you did see that face, but that wasn't a gross face. That was a I just got surprised with a flavor face. That is very, very sour and tastes extremely natural right down to the finish. Um, it tastes like a super sour green apple. It tastes like a Granny Smith that is very sour. Right down to the like flavor you get from the skin. That kind of like almost paper-esque taste in there. Yeah, it's like you took Granny Smith and took a big bite out of it, and that's it. That's all. It's right until the very, very end, and that's when you get this little bit of little bit of like acetic acid on the back of the tongue. This little bit of extra sourness that mixes with a sweetness, and that's just on the back of your tongue, right back by the molars, and only after the whole sip is done. That's not a bad energy drink. I mean, I wouldn't drink it, one, because I don't really drink energy drinks, and two, because at 270 calories when I am trying to lose weight again, that's a lot of calories to intake. But it doesn't taste bad. I can't say it tastes bad. There is a sour orange as well that I'm kind of curious to try and get my hands on now. I might actually order them up for the store just to try them. That's really good. I'll give that a 75 out of 10. I like that. Yoda yourself. Where in Ireland are you? Um, my family, my family's from Antrim County and Cavan County. So where in Ireland are you? And yeah, I wish I had some double. I actually do have some double IPAs that I'll be reviewing tonight because I review my beers after dinner. Um, but I'm almost out of review beers. Cork? Can't say I've ever been to Ireland. It is something that I was supposed to do. We were supposed to go as a family. The whole clan was going to go. Then my grandmother died, and that all got put on the back burner. Yeah, so not a bad energy drink. I'll probably be back to do a THC soda pop later, a pot pop, if you will, and then I will do some reviews tonight. And like usual, I'll do some live, and I'll do some that I record and then upload later because those ones come out better than this. Yeah, Canada's a great place. We're currently in the Arctic. We're originally from Ontario. Me and my wife were from the Ottawa Valley. Then we lived in the Niagara region. Um, Now we're working in the Arctic. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Au revoir, a bientôt. Um, I'm loving more the oils and the oral sprays than the actual flower to smoke. Mostly because I've never smoked in my life until I started doing them, and so I'm not great at rolling joints. I do find that the oils and the oral sprays work better for me, but they do take a long time to kick in. Like I'll take my oil or my oral spray and I don't feel it for another 2.5 hours. But when it hits me hard. Legalization's going well. Every province is different. We are currently in Nunavik. So Nunavik is a territory within a province. Nunavik is the Arctic region of Quebec, the very tip of the Hudson Bay. I am in Pavernatuck. Um, in Quebec, the choices are fairly limited. You're supposed to buy from the SQDC, which is the Society Quebec de Cannabis. Just like for alcohol, it's the SAC, the Society Alcohol de Quebec. But the SQDC doesn't have a great selection. They have an okay selection. I mean, it's getting bigger and bigger by the week. When I started trying this stuff, they had like three beverages and a couple sprays, and then the pre rolls and the flowers. Now we have about 15 beverages to choose from, about 22 oral sprays, about 15 oils. They have one thing of hash. They have a bunch of different pre rolls. They have a bunch of different dried flower. Only problem with government stuff is you always get it, and it is so dry it's not funny actually. My drawer is up just off to the side of me, so this one came in yesterday. So I opened it just to give it a sniff. And the stuff is dry, it's brittle, there's no moisture to it at all. That's what you get as the government stuff. They all are dated. Usually they're about 4 months packaged before you get them, which I mean isn't as bad as in Ontario. In Ontario, a lot of the stuff I was getting was about 8 to 10 months. So it's still better, but they do dry it out more, and I think they dry it out more on purpose because it has a longer shelf life if it's dried out more. But it makes it very unfun to play with, shall we say. Sorry, I dropped a piece. There are a lot of companies you can order from. I just haven't tried any of them yet. I did order from the Ontario government before I came up here, and the Ontario government, like I said, anything I ordered from them was close to a year since it was packaged. Ontario, though, you can buy edibles, you can get cookies, brownies, all that stuff. You can get some gummy bears. A lot of dispensaries will sell the gummy bears and stuff like that. I haven't tried any of those yet, so that's my next one. I'm trying to find a place to get some good gummies to play with and to review. But yeah, the other thing with government stuff is, sorry guys, The other thing with government stuff is just the amount of packaging for it. Okay, so this is a pre-roll. It came in a box. So it came in a box, then it came in this tube. So you break the tube open, and this big old tube that came in a box is for 1/2 gram. That's what's in it. So packaging is kind of ridiculous too, especially in a country that talks about and strives about all the recycling and environmental stuff. The amount of waste in this stuff is insane. But yeah, so that's it for now, I guess. I am. Yeah, we have been locked down for months in Quebec. Ontario was locked down as well. Ontario is on phase 3 of their 5-phase reopening. Um, Actually, places in Ontario, I believe, are on phase 5. Quebec is talking about locking down again because cases are still skyrocketing. I'm in Nunavik, as I said. Nunavik has 0 cases, but we did have 18 at one point, which doesn't sound like a lot, but Nunavik has a big housing crisis. A lot of overcrowding. There are some places that are like 4-bedroom houses with 10 people living in them. Aged population, a population that had a lot of tuberculosis problems. So it's a scary thought of getting it up here. The only place in Canada that's still at 0 cases is Nunavut. And Nunavut is still on like complete and utter lockdown where you have to do a 2-week quarantine just to go up, and then you have to still do tests and everything else. So Nunavik, not as harsh as Nunavut. And also the Northwest Territories has a pretty harsh ruling on what happens. Get out of here, dog. Anyway, yeah, this time I am running. Au revoir, aviento, see you soon, bye-bye. Mwah.